Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. I know it is a change of time, but let's use today. We'll also decide future how we are going to do it, whether evening or morning. Okay, so let's do that today. I hope you are able. Let me share my screen. So hope you are able to see.
Yes, sir.
Hope you are able to see. So till yesterday, what we learned. So we learned about applying variable sets into different catalog items, same variable sets, correct? So what is the use of variable sets? Variable sets can be used for multiple catalog items instead of restricting to one catalog item. So variable sets again, it's a common fields or common questions which we are going to ask for a requester. So which maybe we discussed two, three, correct? One is requested for, requested by, location, department. Okay. These all things, it's a repeated question for each and every catalog item. So what we are going to do it? Suppose, see, till yesterday we learned how to copy, correct? Now, I don't want to copy. I can also go ahead and create new, correct? So copy is the best option so that you would get most of the options wherever you required, you can go ahead and change it. But when you need to create a fresh one instead of copying this like category, catalog item name, okay, like owner, like short description. So during the time, what you can go ahead and do it, if this is not there, only simple way you can go ahead here, edit, correct? So where you can go ahead, edit. In the edit, you can search this one and tag it right side. But variables, again, the same questions will not come for all others, like desktop questions will not come to for laptop questions will not come for phone questions will not come for copilot questions may not come for software, correct? So it will be different. Suppose if you ask software, what software you need to ask, software type you need to ask question, correct? Software type means whether it's a Adobe Rider or MS Office or MS Visio, whatever softwares are there. But when you ask 17 Pro or Apple phone, okay, mobile phone, then you have to ask whether it is a Samsung, whether it's Apple. Once you select Apple, then you have to select which version, like it's a 16 or 70. Once they select 17, then you have to ask 17 Pro or 17 Air. Then after selecting that, you have to ask question one more thing, whether you want 512 or 1 TB, or then you have to ask one more question, which color you want, correct? So these all are different for each and every catalog item. But common, what is a common variables? Common variables again, we discussed yesterday, right? What is the common variables? So let me bring back yesterday whatever we discussed. So this is the same one, I think. Yeah. So these are all the common variables, correct? Requested by is common, every catalog item. We have to ask this question. Requested for also we have to ask question. Then department also we have to ask question. Location also we have to ask. And justification also we have to ask. But this one should be different, correct? That this kind of a question, what we will do is we will go ahead and configure variables. Okay, for these kind of a questions, what we will do, we will use variable set. Okay. So once we are done variable set, if you are creating a new catalog item, you can just search left side and go ahead and add it. Suppose you don't require this one, right? What you did, you removed this one for desktop. See, now if you try desktop, okay, what questions are there? Only brand type is there. Okay. Now if you want to configure again, what you have to do, you can go into variable set, go and edit. Okay. Here you have here justification and this too. You can just add whenever you are creating a new catalog item, you can just add that. So automatically it will try and add into catalog item. I hope this is clear. What is a variable? What is a variable set difference? Correct? Do you have any questions still here, guys?
No, Anna.
Okay. Thank you. See, we learned till yesterday or till now, okay, how we are going to write UI policies for a variables, correct? For a variables, how we are going to write a UI policies? We are going to create a catalog UI policy here, and we are going to show or hide here, correct? But when you go to variable set, okay, so this is my variable set, correct? This is my variable set. For variable set, there is again catalog UI policy where you can go ahead and write. Okay. So suppose yesterday we discussed, let's discuss flow or workflow. Then we will discuss this one so that you will understand. Okay, otherwise, what you can do is simple. Here is the variables, correct? Here is the variable. Suppose I wanted to show someone is visible, someone it is not visible. Which one not visible and not visible? Department and user location. Someone it is not visible. Suppose some of the catalog item are maybe based on user location. I don't want to show department, correct? If user location is so and so, I don't want to show department. Or maybe I can go ahead and add here one more request type, maybe. Okay. Or see, these all are common questions, correct? Here we should not add request type, request by all those things. Okay. We will see how it is going to utilize this one, how we have to write a catalog UI policy for this one, correct? So let's not do this one, any catalog UI policy as of now. We will do, first we will do what? Workflow. See, what is this workflow? First of all, let me go to here. I will put for your understanding. I can explain. I'm just giving you here to understand. Okay. So what is a workflow? Okay. So a sequence of automated steps used to fulfill a request in ServiceNow. We use workflow. Okay. When user requests a laptop, workflow, create a approval task. Suppose manager has to approve. Then create a fulfillment task. Task is again SC task to IT team. Assign it to the laptop. Correct. Notify requester when it is completed. So these are the simple workflow which we have to create it. Correct. So now where is the workflow are used? Okay, workflows are used. Laptop requests, all the requests, workflows are used. Okay. Again, I told you there are two things. One is that workflow, other one is flow designer. We are discussing at present workflow because I wanted to give you workflow. Once you understood workflow, then we will go for a flow designer. Okay. Latest one is flow designer. You have to learn flow designer much, but when you learn workflow only, then you would be able to gain the knowledge on the flow designer. Okay, then so what is the key components of workflow? One is approval, then task creation, then notification creation, then based on the condition, whether you need approvals or not. Timer, if you want to add any timer, you can go ahead and add. If you want to add any scripting, you can go ahead and add it. Okay, in the workflow. Okay, how we will do? So we will see how we are going to do this one by one. Okay, not everything, one by one we are going to learn that one. Correct. Now, if you see how to create a workflow, correct? So what we have to do? First, we have to type workflow, correct? Anyway, I will give a notes for this one, correct? Workflow. So when you type space, I have given. Okay. So when you type workflow, there is a under workflow editor is there, correct? So you have to navigate there. There are already multiple workflows will be there. When you see here, welcome, there is no workflow where you can go ahead and create it. Already published workflows, these many workflows are there. Okay. If checkout, we'll discuss later what is this checkout, correct? So these all are multiple workflows are already here. Okay. Suppose you want to create a new workflow. So again, I told you, don't try to create your own workflow because you don't know which table you have to configure all those things, correct? So always try to use the existing workflow. This is a existing workflow they have created, OOB, correct? So what you can do is just search here. So this is the existing workflow. They have already set requested for table and admin. Requested for requested item table is we know that RITM, correct? So once I open this one, so what they have done is first begin, then approval, then it will go to procurement, then wait for whatever conditions they have put and they have created. If procurement turned on something, all those things they have created. Let's not understand this one. Let's understand our own workflow. Okay. See, to edit this one, what you have to do is you have to check out. Okay. Or if you want to use this one, same one for other catalog item, what you can do is you can copy. So I'm trying to do copy here. So I am using my own name. Name is Copilot access request. Copilot underscore access underscore request. I'm using my workflow name as this one. Okay. So it's created. Now the name is Copilot access request. Let's use our catalog only. I will not use the desktop, okay? Because we have multiple things in the Copilot one, correct? So Copilot. So this is my the flow, correct? Now what I have to do is I have multiple steps to create. One is catalog task. I'm removing this one. I don't want this one. Okay. I'm removing one by one. I will add one by one, correct? I don't want all these things. I don't want this one also. I don't want this one also. I don't want this one also. I don't want
Yeah,
this
no,
one.
sorry to interrupt. Here, there is no uh, insert or stay and insert.
No, no, not there. Okay, stay in insert. Okay.
Checkout means it will edit and create a new one if
Yeah,
we do this.
copy you are using here.
Like after checkout, copy. Okay. And for this RITM, earlier means before RITM, REQ also there. No, will it be considered on the workflow or?
I will explain now the complete flow. Once I
Okay.
created this flow, I will explain you what is that, how it is going to work for you. Okay.
Okay.
So now I have one begin and start. Only two steps are there, correct? So this is begin. Okay. Then start complete begin and complete is there. In between, I have a requirement. Whenever I am asking, what is that? Whenever I am asking copilot, copilot activation, okay, and add user and modify, okay, then I have to ask for a approval. Again, licensed user, if licensed user, these all are the my criterias to ask workflow. Like his manager has to approve, IT manager has to approve. Okay, one is his manager has to approve, the other one is the IT manager has to approve. When they select, a requester is selected, access activation, add user, licensed user, correct? These three criteria I need to cross verify, and I need to make sure it has to go to line manager approval. As of now, manager approval only we'll consider, will not add second approval. We will also take it second approval, but later we will take it. Okay, how do we take it forward? So these are my criterias. Whose manager I have to ask? Whomever the request is raising. Suppose I am raising a request for Anjaya. Suppose here I will say my name is Abel, correct? We discussed. And I am raising Beth. So now I have to ask, okay, approval of this guy. Who? Beth. Beth manager is who? I don't know. Maybe who's there. We will check that. Okay. So his manager approval I have to ask. At present, I need this license to access Copilot. So I'm just submitting a ticket. What will happen as of now? So I'm creating one REQ. Then immediately I'm creating one request, a request item, which is the RITM, correct? After creating RITM, I'm also creating a SCTASK. There is no approvals. If you see my workflow at present, this is my workflow. See, this is my workflow, correct? So where do you can see workflow? In RITM level, you can see the workflow. And there is a workflow context also. What is this? It is a steps by step. It will show you workflow context. It is a only for a administrator. It will see. So when it is created, when it is finished, okay, all those things it will show. We will discuss this one later. Don't get confused. As of now, you need to understand only workflow. Okay. When you come to RITM, there is a related UI action workflow. Okay. Related link UI action workflow. If you want to understand where is this request for, you have to check here show workflow. Okay, when you show workflow, it will open a new window and it will show you which all steps passed, which step it is at present. The task is created, it is waiting here, then next steps it will follow. Okay, now let's see. Our workflow is this one, correct? Copilot access. So now I have to copy this one, and where do I have to map? I have to go Copilot. Okay, here is the mobile flow is there. I am mapping my workflow. Okay, catalog access, Copilot access. So now I need to go ahead and add the steps in the workflow, correct? First, I need to add the steps. First step, what I am trying to do is I am going in the workflow. These all are the workflows. If you see right side, correct? Then you have a core, okay, where you have options approval. If you see here, first one is approval. If you want to ask first one, like approval group, normally what we will do is we will create a one approval group. Suppose if you are using a approval user itself, if user went on leave, okay, so how do we would be able to manage? He went to leave, he cannot approve, so he would not be able to approve it because it is in leave, correct? So now for that, all organizations will follow, all the companies will follow. They will create a approval group, add two users instead of one. They will add multiple users, so any one of them can approve it. What is that? Any one of them can approve if one is absent, correct? So that is where approval group is there. Okay. Now we will tag only approval because it's a manager approval, correct? So we will try to do approval. Line manager approval. So stages, you can go ahead and create a stages. Like here manager approval is not there, so you can go ahead and create a manager approval. We will do that. Okay. So condition is the condition. When do line manager has to approve, correct? We have to apply when do line manager has to approve. So what is our variable? We have to select show here variables. Okay. So when you select a variable, then it will ask you which item. Okay. Which is item? Copilot, correct? When you select a copilot, it will show you which variable. Okay. Which variable we are asking? So based on request type, correct? So when you select request type, it will ask you which item. So for access activation alone, I am planning to up have a approval for whom? Line manager, correct? So I will select here user. So if I select approval here, it will go here as a line manager. But when I try to do here, so what I will do is add me, add, okay. As of now, I will approve anyone. See, again, you have options here. We will define here how we are going to do it. So here you have a options, wait for anyone to approve. Means if you are adding a group here, correct? Anyone to approve or everyone to approve, first response, condition based script, all those things. Anyone to approve means whoever is part of this group, anyone approves, it automatically approves. Then everyone means if you want to ask all the members to approve in the group, then you have to select this one. Okay. If you want to select first response from anyone, okay, you can select. So we always use these two options. Okay. Anyone to approve, okay, or everyone to approve, correct? Based on the requirement by customer, I will always choose anyone to approve on this one. It's if it is rejected, what should be done? Okay. If it is approved, what should be done? Approval action, correct? So this is what you would be saving it. First, let's save this one, then we will come, correct? So this one you have to remove here, correct? So first you have to tag to this one. Okay. First you are asking approval. Okay. Based on what condition you are asking? If requested for as activation, requested type is activation, then you are going to do it. Suppose if you are approving, correct? So what it has to go, then you have to select approval action also. What is that approval action is? If it is approved, it has to, so if it is approved, this has to go this way. Okay. If it is copy, again I'm doing copy of this activity. If it is rejected, okay, I have to, here I have to rejected. I will explain, guys, don't worry. Okay. Wait, uh, don't get confused. I know that this is a little bit, again you need to make it complete. So both should be complete, right? So very simple workflow. First we are asking line manager to approve. Okay. Then it is going, if it is approved, it is saying approved, then it is going for a task, stage is completed. But before that, we need to create a task, correct? What is the task? We need to create catalog task. For any request, we have to create a task, right? So this will always say fulfillment, correct, or work. So which group we are assigning? So here you no need to worry all these things. If you want to set some priority, you can go ahead and set the priority of task, correct? Then you have a fulfillment group. Fulfillment group is, you can select service desk. Okay, short description, co-pilot access enabling. Okay, instructions also you can go ahead and do it. In case if you want to assign any person in service desk dedicatedly, you can go ahead and do that this one. But it is not a good practice because we always assign to the group. Anyone can pick in the group and they will start doing it. Now, till now, if you see, we have created multiple requests, correct? This is the RITM. Here, you are not able to see any variables. If you see any variables which is not present here, to bring that variables, and it has to work by team, whomever you are assigned this task, correct? So what we are trying to do in the workflow, if you see here, there is a variables left side, correct? If you try to bring the right side and try to add here, so now you are creating a task. When you have to create a task, whenever approved, correct? Whenever not approved, you should not create a task. It has to be rejected and closed. You should not provide access, correct? So this is a sequence. One is you are adding line manager approval, then fulfillment, then fulfillment is catalog task creation and ends complete, correct? In case of reject, it goes reject action. It says rejected, your request is rejected, and it will go to end your RITM and REQ. Okay. Now we didn't added any approval user, correct? So now let's go to here. Correct. Let's add lock user select field. So when you select this option, select fields, correct? Select fields, what you want, like you want to have opened by or requested for, correct? We have created a requested for, suppose, okay, requested for manager, correct, or opened by manager, correct? So let's take as of now variables manager. I'm selecting manager, okay? So requested for manager has to approve this request. I'm locking this one, okay? Update and publish. Make sure you should publish, okay? So now we have already tagged this one here, correct? So no need to do anything. Now let's give a try. I will explain you again flow, okay? Wait for the condition. We will test this one. So we will select able tutor, okay? For birth. So this is, we are doing reverse, correct? Access activation, add user. As of now, we are testing till here only. We can go ahead and add these conditions also, correct? As of now, we are testing. Request type is activation. It has to trigger a approval. So my request is here now. What workflow it is tagged? Why it is showing approved? Let's see what it is. Our condition is getting failed. Whatever we have given an approval, our condition is getting failed here, okay? So let's check out this one. Check why it is failing, because it is not there. Manager details looks like it is not there. We will see what is that. Users, correct? So whom we selected, able tutor. Able tutor manager is there. This one. Who is this manager? Manager is not here. Okay. So let's do one thing. Configure layout. Hmm, Form design. We will bring his manager in the form first. Here itself we can bring manager. It's here only, right? Let's bring here only. Then we can bring later. Manager is empty. Okay. So let's add manager field. Not now. So the manager is, maybe we can put somewhere. Uh, okay, I will put this one. Let's see. But this manager should be active. Yeah, he is active. Okay. So let's go back again. We will create one more request and see. Oh, able, tutor, depth, access activation, add user, license user. Just trying to do order creation. This is also getting approved automatically. Let's see what is that, why we are failing. I will tell you. So we need to have this kind of a troubleshooting, then only we'll understand. One moment. This is also getting passed. Passed means approval is getting passed. So this approved and rejected catalog item creating. But when you see this RITM, this SCTASK, see, you are able to see variables, correct? Earlier variables were not coming. Now variables are coming. Now we will also bring here one more thing, configure form design, bring assignment group also here, because assignment group is not there. You have to be very careful, guys, because you have to very cautious and be careful, because I'm just changing multiple things here. Okay, if you see now, the ticket is assigned to service desk and all the variables are coming into our catalog item. How do we manage that? We mapped in the workflow, right? And bring it in the catalog item. Till here, you should be clear. Then we will see why approvals are not triggering. So this is my workflow, correct? Configuration. For time being, what we will do is we will test instead of I will do one thing. I'll put one fixed user because it's dynamically it is not working. We will see why dynamically it is not working, and we will wait. Let me see this first one. Opened by is there fixed. I requested for domain. Okay. Opened by, closed by, assigned to assignment group. Okay. As of now, what I will do is I will not give this because you have to write script.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, Anna. This requested underscore for is there, no? That variable is it a variable?
Yeah, that's what correct. The variable, our variable only correct. This one.
So that variable we defined in our catalog, like we
Yeah,
only.
see, that is where I am not disturbing you. We will see that one
Uh,
okay, later. Let's
okay.
come to group. We will create one group as of now. Or what I will do is I will put one fixed user. Okay, for every request has to be approved by suppose Alan. Okay, so as of now, I am not using dynamic. Dynamic means whoever is creating, their manager has to approve. Now I'm giving one fixed user. Every request has to be approved by this guy. Okay. So let's use that for time being. Then later we will create some script based on my variable requested for. It has to go for a approval. That we'll do later. I don't want to give more
Okay.
advanced things for time being. As of now, let's do Beth. Okay, now whomever we are selecting, it doesn't matter. It will go to that approval. Access activation and license. Let's see where is our request. See, now it is not went. So it went to approval for this guy. We defined, correct? It went for approval. Approval, he has to approve. So he can open this one and approve or reject also. He can write the comments here. He can reject also. He can approve or he can reject also. Okay. So as of now, what I'm trying to do is I'm approving for testing, correct? I'm just giving a test. We will discuss this approval, what is this, all those things we will discuss. So once it is approved, then task is getting created. If you see here, okay, then task is getting created and assigning to service desk. This is how it is there. Okay. I hope till here it is clear. Now, how do this work? Correct. This is the flow we defined. You follow this flow. We are asking. Now, if I suppose one more request we will create, try, correct? I will give try that, sorry. We are doing the same thing. Okay. I am creating for deactivation. I'm not creating for activation. Now, what it has to happen? It has to automatically approve, right? Because we didn't define. See, automatically it is approved and task is created and serve this. Only for activation, we are checking in the workflow. If you are selected activation, go for this approval and approve and go for this one. In case of it is not activation, it automatically approves and pass it. Let's see what is our workflow followed. See, it is passed all this one because we didn't have a condition that this request required a approval. Okay. So this is how it is going to work for your workflow. Okay. Anyway, this workflow again I will explain you once or twice because there are more members are missed today class. We will discuss that. Okay. Once again. Now coming back, suppose we discussed when we create a request, automatically RITM will be there. In case of any approval, it will hold in RITM level. Once it is approved, then only it will create your SC task. Otherwise, RITM level only it will get rejected and closed. Okay, this is the flow, correct? So now if somebody approves here, okay, rejects here, let's create one more for the rejection also, correct? So then we will see what is going to happen. Try. I'm using try it. So you have to use always in the service portal the same thing. How do you create it? But you can also create as administrator here also. Sometimes client scripts and all not works in the try it. Okay. Suppose access activation I selected, add user I selected, licensed user I selected. I am just creating a request. This request, as of now, we will open a workflow. Where is it, the workflow? It is stuck here because he has to approve it, correct? Now, here what I will do is, I will reject. See, when you click reject, comments are mandatory because you need to give comments something why you are rejecting, correct? Now let's see what is going to happen. See, it has come on this path. Instead of going on this path, it has come on this path. Now let's see what is my request. See, it has become complete and stage is close complete. Okay. So complete workflow is done. It shows rejected. Okay. As of now, I hope till here you guys are clear. If you have any doubts, we can discuss now. Okay. I don't want to give more today because we have learned a lot with the small things only. Okay. Yes, guys. Do you have any questions further?
Yeah, this one and in the approval approval state is there, no, rejected or
Mm-hmm.
approved.
Mm-hmm.
This one, for example, if we want to see in the list view, what is the field name in RITM only we can get that, or any
Yeah, in RITM only we can see. See, anyway, that we will have to discuss once again. How do it looks in RITM? Because see, as of now, what you can see is, let me go here.
any separate field?
Request, right? Request dot list. Okay. Request dot list is not coming because SC task, SC underscore request table, correct? SC underscore request is a table. Right. SC underscore request dot list. So this is my request. In request, okay, you will not be having any information. I'm telling you, okay. You don't need to refer any time in request. If somebody gives you as an end user, you can take a request number from there. What you can do is you can just take a reference of RITM. From there, you can take a reference of your SC task, correct? Your complete information will be there in the RITM. Your request doesn't have any information. If you see here, nothing is there. What you requested, what you done, all those things, nothing is here. Okay. But when you go to RITM, your variables, your complete information, workflow, everything will be in RITM level, correct? So now the other way is, what is our request table, RITM table, SC underscore REQ underscore item dot list. If you go here, okay, this is your RITM. See here, your stage is cancelled because you disapproved. The stage is still showing which stages are right. If you click this expand, waiting for approval, request approved, complete task, okay, you can see all here. You can also add multiple here, correct? The ticket is active. Always RITM level, there is no assignment group assigned to, correct? Only you can see variables. Now, if you want to see variables, correct? Variables is nothing but the columns. Columns will not come here. The columns, whatever requested type, request access type, okay? Whether whatever we created, what is that we created here? So one is access type, one is requested type, license type. This will not come here, guys, okay? This will not come here. Why? Because every catalog item will have a different variables. You cannot bring in the RITM table or SC task table or request table these values. If somebody asks you to create a report, anyway, this is again, I'm giving a more, whether you will be able to digest or not, I'm not sure. Okay, because if you want to give today itself, I can give this report, how to create it. But if you want to create tomorrow, we can go ahead and do the next class. How do we go ahead and do it? As of now, I'm giving it to you, whether you want to create a report or not, correct? So you can go ahead and add here, whether it is approval pending or approved. Here state is there. You can bring short description. You can bring like state. You, you can bring opened by location, whatever you want, whatever it is available here. But the variables you will not get. I'm again telling you, we will do that next class. Or if you want me to ask, I will create now only. I don't have any challenge.
This approval means rejected or approved, right? State only, right? Approval state, right? The approval.
Approval history is there, approval is there, approval set is there, additional comment. Somebody has added approval comment. You have to practice this. I cannot go ahead and explain. You have to practice this
Yeah.
one. Columns, okay, it's here. If you see approval, it shows whether it is rejected or
Yeah.
approved. Okay, this list views you have to practice, guys. Okay, what all are coming. So I can explain you more how to do this one. Suppose you have a catalog item, Copilot catalog item, show matching. I will. If somebody asks, can you create a me for this catalog item? I want to report, correct? So what you can do is you have only two options in the list view, bar chart and pie chart, correct? We discussed this one in the while we are creating a reports, correct? You can select any one of them, okay, bar chart or pie chart. You will come here, okay. Once you are here, where is my list? So I'm selecting list view, correct? I'm trying to, this is not my table. I want to add SC underscore request underscore item. Right? This is my RITM. Okay. So whenever I'm selecting RITM, my request number also coming. Even you can go ahead and add SC task also. We will discuss and later when we are doing advanced reporting. As of now, I'm just trying to save go pilot access the request. This nobody will explain in the training side. Okay, I'm trying to add now. You know that these all are the fields only we got it correct. Now we want to add few more. What is that few more we need to add? Go to advanced. Where is this advanced? Let's add column. I'm trying to do add column. Don't go to advanced and all. Add column, correct? So when you select variables, okay, when you select variables, then you will get an item name. Which variable you need to get, correct? Which variable you need to get? Copilot, it is showing access type, correct? So now instead of that, what you can do, access, then request type is also there. R P cube R, yes, correct. R, where is R? The request to type MS Teams, this one, correct? So we have a request type for Copilot also something somewhere, correct? Where is this Copilot? As of now, we are giving only two, correct? We will also go ahead and add so that it came here. This variable. Okay, it is not showing. Let me see. Anyway, this we will see next class. Okay, I want to give more how to bring list, related list, all those things we want to see. We will do that in the next class instead of simply we are just pasting here. That is not coming. Don't know why. We will see this one next class. Okay. I will try to create some report. Then we will see how we are going to add this one. Okay. Or before we can go ahead and do one more thing. This is a very interesting topic. Reports. Report. Report. Create a report. So here is the report name. We can create a Copilot and data sources table, correct? SC underscore REQ underscore item. So which we are getting. Type is list, correct? Starting. Then I'm going for here. Choose columns. As of now, these columns are there. Okay. And you want to add one more column is you can go ahead and go here, take it this way. So now you want to take catalog item is Copilot. So in the Copilot, you have this many variables. You can just go ahead and add it. This is your report. Now, if you see here, right side, you have all the details. Access type, department, justification, your license type, requested for, requested by, request type is there, user location is there. So multiple things which you got it, whatever variables are here, correct? How do you navigate? You have to first come report and choose here variables plus this middle top one. Okay, you click this one, then it will ask you which catalog item you want to show. So whichever catalog item you selected, once you select all the variables, it will show whichever you can bring left side to right side and display the report. I think today in Fresh Mind we learned a lot.